Hey guys, welcome back to our Teen Grief Support Group. I'm so glad everyone's here. It looks like everybody's here, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm Shannon. I am a BSW candidate at King University, and I am living with grief.
And I'm Julia. I will be co-facilitating with her. And I'm also a BSW candidate at King University. And I have also dealt with grief in my past.
So we're really glad everybody's here. I want to go over a couple of things with you before we get started today. We have a fun activity. First things first, if you guys need a restroom, you can go to the opposite ends of the hallway out the door. And there is an emergency exit straight through that door right there. So if something wants to happen, you can get out straight through that door, okay? First of all, I want to remind you that anything that is said in this group is confidential, with the exception of anytime someone says something about hurting themselves or hurting someone else, we might have to talk to somebody about that, okay? So just wanted to remind you about that. Everything else is confidential in here, so we're not going to talk to our friends about, what somebody else might have said, right? Okay. And then, of course, you remember last week, which was our first group meeting, we came up with some group rules, and just to remind you of those, Julie's going to write those on the board as we go over them. The first one is be respectful of your fellow group members. No cell phones. Honesty. Be kind to one another. No judgment. And the last one is we do not compare our grief with others. All of our grief is valid. Okay. So, as Julie is finishing that up, I want everybody to close their eyes and bring attention to your breath. Take deep breaths. Notice that your body is expanding and relaxing as you're breathing in and out. And for now, I want you to let go of the thoughts that are coming in and of your attention being drawn to other things or tasks that you feel like you need to do, because there is no place that you have to go right now. There's nothing you have to do right now. Just let yourself be here with yourself. And as you keep your attention on your breath, notice any sensations in your body, any tension, any emotion, any thoughts or images, sounds, movements. Be aware of those as they come and they go. Just allow yourself to experience whatever is happening inside of you right now. And as you keep your attention on what's happening inside of you, there might be, there in that space, a need or a desire, something that wants to be expressed. Notice whatever feels important to you right now. Bring forth what would be the most helpful or the most true. There might be an I want or an I need, or I want to be heard. I invite you to speak from that place tonight if it feels safe for you, because this is a safe space, and that is our goal for this group, is to provide you with a safe space to help process your journey through your grief. And in a moment, we're going to be moving our attention from the inside back to the outside here in the group. So please take your time as you complete your experience of being with yourself. Taking your time, let us know that you are finished by opening your eyes when you're ready. Okay. So, did anybody have something that they wanted to share with the group tonight before we get started with our activity? Anything come to your mind while you were having your eyes closed and taking your deep breaths? Okay, and that's okay. All right then, so we're going to start our icebreaker then. So I want everybody to take a label from Julia. And she's also going to give you a marker to write on that label. And what I want you to write on this label, and I want you to leave a little bit of room on one side of the label for something later, so just a little bit of room. But I want you to write an adjective, starting with your first initial. If you can, that's okay. But I want an adjective that describes you. So if you want to go ahead and do that right quick, doesn't have to be anything crazy. So, Elena, are you having a hard time thinking of an adjective?
I can't think of anything.
Well, when I think of Elena and I think of the letter A, I think of amazing. And I think attractive and able. And I can think of a lot of A adjectives that would describe you. What do you think? Yep. So, you'll see mine, I messed mine up a little bit. So once you get your adjective, don't take it off the sticker yet. But let's introduce ourselves to each other. And my adjective is smart, and my name is Shannon. So would you like to go next?
Mine is loyal. Mine is amazing, and I'm Elena.
Wonderful. I also put amazing, and my name is Abby. Fantastic. I think you're both amazing.
Mine is compassionate.
I think that's great. So what I'd like for you guys to do is you get to pick any one of the candles and put your label right on the candle, whichever one you want. They all smell different. You're going to take these home with you. So go ahead and put your label on your candle just like mine was. And on that little side, that little space that you left, go ahead and put your thumbprint. Because guys, your grief, your journey through your grief is as unique as your thumbprint. The way that you feel grief is not going to be like anybody else, and that's okay. And what you're going through right now is as unique to you as your thumbprint is. So now that we have done that part, does anybody have any thoughts about that, about your grief? Any questions about what you're going through right now? Yeah, Chloe.
How long does it take to get over?
Well, you know, that's a really good question. And I think we all want to know the answer to that. But the truth is, I don't think we ever really get over it. I think there's some things in life we go through. Because grief is a journey. And it's not really ever over. You're always going to love and miss that person. But it gets easier. And you're not on a time frame. So what you feel today might be different than how you feel tomorrow, or you might feel the same way a year from now. What's important is that you allow yourself to feel that. And then that feeling is valid. Okay? Anybody else? Okay. So for the next part of our activity and for the rest of our meeting, I'm going to turn it over to Julia. Okay? Thanks, guys.
Okay, so first of all, we kind of want to talk about grief and the process that you guys are on. Some of you all have been dealing with this a lot longer. I know, like Abby, she's been here for quite some time now, and Chloe, you're newer, so, right now we kind of want to just talk about goals and things that are going on and things that has helped you all through your grieving process, because in this moment, this time, you have to rely on each other to help, and that's kind of what we're wanting to do tonight, is talk a lot about different ways different strategies that has helped you all personally to where maybe it can help your neighbors sitting beside you. So, we'll start that.
What did you say again?
What are some ways that you can share your grief and help your friends?
I think learning to be honest with what I'm going through and just encouraging others to share what they're going through as well.
That's awesome, yeah. Yeah, what, do you have any, as of right now, do you have any reasons you could share with us?
I like to go for walks.
Go for walks, that's a great way to go, that alone time sometimes helps.
Something that really helped me was just sharing my experience with other people and knowing that everyone's process is not the same. And I thought maybe I was just taking too long, but other people said that, just like what Shannon said, it's not one process, it's not, 6 months from now, everything's gonna be better. And just talking to other people about it and hearing their experience, it has just helped me a lot.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you completely. It's like you get through the funeral and all that part, and then you're just, that's a lot going on at that moment, and then 2 or 3 weeks, all that goes away, and you're alone, you're by yourself. And I think that's a great way to cope, and strategies is to just plant yourself around people and not pretend like it isn't there, to face it and to realize that it is there. It's something that you have to go through and get through it, instead of putting it on the back burner and pretending that it's not there.
Whenever me and my sister miss our football or get sad about it, we like to go have a picnic next to his grave. And we usually pick his nesting just because we like driving around in it, and it still smells like him, so it's fun to like get in it and still feel like he's there.
Yeah, to kind of reminisce, probably. Yeah, I agree with you. In my past, I kind of did the same thing. When I lost my grandfather, I just always wanted to go be in his house, or go to his garage, because I heard, I was there all the time, and just being there made me feel close to him, and it made me somewhere or another get through it, or made it a lot easier for me to go on. I feel like I would have a better week if I went there and did that, as in if I didn't, and pretended that it wasn't there. So these are all amazing things, and I hope that by saying this, that you guys can learn from one another. And like Elena said, it's important to know, and I think Shannon talked about it too, it's important to know 100% that we're all going to be on different paths, yes, sorry, different paths. And it's going to take some people, it'll take them longer, some people won't take it all. When my grandfather died, I felt like my brothers and sisters just bounced right back, and I was like, what are you guys doing? But everybody's going to be different, and it's important not to take what you see other people doing and justify yourself and think, well, there's something wrong with me. Why am I not getting over this? It's taking too long. Everybody's different. So Shannon also had to finish that thing.
Yeah, so if you guys, normally we would make a circle, but since there's only 4 of us, let's kind of make a square. So if y'all want to bring your candles to the middle here. So like Julia said, we want to be here for one another, we want to support one another. And sometimes when our light starts to dim and go out, we kind of need somebody else to help pick us up. So what I'll do is I will light Lauren's candle, and in a symbol, I kind of want you guys to light each other's candles, okay? Awesome. So this is just like what you guys do for each other here in group. You get each other up and you help, brighten and enlighten each other. And I think that's important. So if you guys want to go back to your seats, we're just about finishing up here. And Julia's got a couple of announcements for you before I let you go, okay?
Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you so much for participating. We know it's not easy to kind of put yourself in such a vulnerable place, but it means the world to me and Shanna that you guys do come and you guys show up every week, and you make yourself vulnerable and allow us to be a part of this process and journey with you guys. So next week we'll meet at the same time. Shanna just gave you guys some cards, so if there's anything that you all want to talk about, discuss, do differently, any rules that you feel like should be added to or changed, we have a box outside and you guys can just drop it in there and we're going to look over them. This is y'all's group. This isn't our group, it's y'all's group. And we want to make it as comfortable for you all as possible. So if you guys want to do that, and does anybody have anything they want to add before we dismiss? No? Okay. Well, I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope anything
No, I just hope you guys have a wonderful week. And if you need something before the next trip, just feel free to reach out on the Facebook page, okay?
Thank you guys.
All right, thanks, guys. Yeah, thanks before my part on school.